What's up now? It's me, Will. I'm back to talk to you as an individual. Uh, Shooting this video so you can actually feel like you're not alone. You know, not alone as of being a person that's seeking recovery from active drug and alcohol addiction. It's not easy. I know it's not. But if you keep, like I did, you keep your thoughts on what you need to do so you won't ever have to go back to where you came from, that'll be a plus. That'll always help. Being that person, kind of having an understanding of what you are and where you came from, understanding that there's a power greater than yourself that can actually guide you in the right direction. God gave you something that's within you. Every human being has it, and that's the power of choice. It's a responsibility. It's not easy. But the blessing is that you are actually really doing it right now. And if you went out and experimented and tried to do it and it didn't work, and now you're seeking recovery again, you know, you're trying to get back to where you were, God has given you a chance. There's a chance right now for you to do it. So just do it. You gotta think about it. Life ain't that bad. Yeah, you're gonna have ups and downs. Yeah, things is gonna happen. You might be going through something really horrific right now. But the thing about it is that you still have the ability to make a choice. That power right there has not been taken from you. You got it. Once you realize you got that power within yourself, you can do it. And that's what it means in being in recovery. Being a person to actually know when to say no. Things is gonna happen. Good things, bad things gonna happen in life. And that's just the way it is. You know? You gotta think about it. If you didn't have problems right now, we're made to create, and we're made to be able to solve problems internally. But it's you as an individual that's got to take one foot in front of the other and do it. And that's where the change comes from within. So it's an inside out job. You don't get, it's work. Because you got to think about it. On the flip side, when you were out there in active addiction or in alcoholism, whatever you were doing, you were working. It was like a job for you. You get up in the morning, you do your thing, and then as the day progresses, You had to get more money so you could continue to do your thing. And now if you are not a person that that had problems like that, you might have been a person that as soon as you put it in you that's the only way you could function. You got people like that. And it was like that for me. But you can look at it for what you want, and you could like just assess it, and you could just go do it. Now, the thing about it, if you got a problem with trying to get that first step into like not stopping and the stopping, you might have to seek some professional help. You might have to go into a rehab for a minute just so you can reprogram your thinking. Because that's what it is. When you go into rehab centers like drug rehab, alcohol and drug rehabilitation center, it's programmed, it's made to reprogram how you think. So you can give yourself a chance. That's why when you go into a facility like that, if you've been into a facility like that, there's no drug use. Nobody's getting high, nobody's drinking. You know, everybody, most of those places are designed for you to give your mind, give yourself a mental break. You don't have to worry about your lights going out because you're in an in-house facility. You don't have to worry about a lot of things. Only thing you got to worry about is this thing up here, that your brain. You got to worry about that. You got to worry about the cleansing process, because you, as an individual, have to cleanse it. Nobody can cleanse it for you. And you might have a resentment towards people in that establishment for trying to guide you in the right direction. But they're there for a reason. They're there to help you. And then a lot of times that be a person's, like, it be your disease thinking. The way you think needs to be adjusted. You used to doing things on your own. You used to not following directions. And then directions and rules are in place for a reason. They're in place for a reason, so you can kind of like get some guideline structures for yourself. Yeah, it's not gonna be every day. When you come out of a facility like that, it's not gonna be every day that you're gonna be able to make it to a meeting. But it's gonna be every day when you wake up and you're gonna have to actually make a decision. When you wake up, and that decision is gonna be being made all day long until you actually get it down into the deep part of your soul that I got to do something different so I can learn how to live a clean, sober life. I'm shooting these videos because I care about people that want to change. And I care about the people that don't want to change too. But the people that want to change, I'm here. You can reach out to other people that are in different type of 12-step fellowships. And don't get me wrong, they not perfect. They make mistakes. They do things a certain way on how they do it. But you got to figure out on yourself on how you're going to critique your program so you can actually learn how to stay stopped. I make these videos for people who are just thinking about what do I need to do. I'm tired of drinking. I'm tired of doing drugs. I'm tired of living the way I'm living. That's what these videos is for. I'm not trying to make nobody be a certain way. I'm just trying to give away something that was given to me. But this is the only way I know how to do it. You got to recognize this is the power of your higher power. And when God step in, it ain't gonna be comfortable. Because like I say, when God step in to change something for you, it ain't gonna be comfortable. You're gonna be confused for a long time. And now I'm telling you, that's how it was for me. I was confused. I was going through a whole lot. But one thing I knew, deep down inside, I didn't want to pick up. And that's what you're going to have to put deeply rooted down to the bottom of your soul, is not to use drugs or drink. If you got a problem with it, I'm not talking to the person that's a social drinker. They can drink or maybe a bottle of wine will last them 2 years in their refrigerator. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people who got a serious problem with it. I'm talking to the individual who really want to change. Because right now, at this very moment, is somebody who's finna check out. I ain't talking about check out like you in a hotel or something. I'm talking about check out. Somebody is dying right now, or overdosing, or killing themselves right now, because they're using something that's very dangerous, and they're constantly putting it into their body. The body is not meant for that. We're not meant to do that. God gave us the ability to deal with life as it is. God gave us a conscience. You gotta have some type of, sense of having a higher power. You have to have some type of sense of what you really need to do. And it's not going to feel good changing. That's why you got to say no. It's not going to feel good changing. It's hard. Because you're dealing more than with flesh. You're dealing with a thought. You're dealing with this thing up here, your brain. And this right here is connected to the body. And what's inside the brain is the spiritual aspect of how you think on a daily basis. And that's something you got to change. You got people right now who around you and they don't care. Because they live in their life. But you got to have some type of sense to care for yourself. You got to. Because that's the only way you're gonna be able to stay focused on staying clean. You got to learn to care for yourself. And I ain't talking about on the outside. I'm talking about from the inside. The stuff that keep you spiritually sick. In the sense of spiritually sick, in the sense of that you keep going back to the same thing to put into your system drugs and alcohol. If you know you got a problem with it, you ain't gotta put it out there on the whole level, world level. But that's something you gotta do within yourself if you want to change it. You gotta be able to do that. You got to. You got to be able to be willing to share what's inside you. Why do I keep going back to the madness? If that fits, if that shoe fit. Now I'm going to say, you ain't got to share everything, but I'm talking about stuff that actually got you back using. What you gonna do? I'm just here to kind of like try to wake you up a little bit. Just to wake you up. Just to give you something to think about. Because the next time you step out, you might not make it. You might not make it back. And they all say the same. Listen, you go into a 12-step facility, they're going to say that. You step out, you might not make it back. Reason why they say you step out, they're not saying you step out in a physical sense. They talking about you step out up here. And you actually go through with the process of putting the chemical, putting drugs and alcohol back into your body. If you got a problem with it. You got to think about it. Because that's where I was. I'm telling you, I had to give it like a deep thought. I said I might lose. And listen, I'm going to tell you, you might end up losing a whole lot, but you're going to gain a whole world when you do it. You might lose old friends because they might think, well, you think you better than us. Why you don't want to come around me no more? You don't want to go around them no more because you're learning to love yourself. That's what you got to tell them. I love myself today. I got something to live for. You can create, or you can go in your mind and you can think about everything you need to think about to say, I got something to live for. I have a place right now in this world. That's what you got to be thinking. I got a place in this world that the Creator want me to do. I have a job to do. And my job is not to use drugs and alcohol until I die. If that's the case, like I said, if the shoe fit, wear it. And stand up and do what you got to do as a person. You got to realize love comes within. And when you start to love yourself, and when you start to really see what's really going on and the cloud has been lifted, you'll realize it was worth the internal pain of change to be able to be where I'm at right now. That's what you're going to be feeling. You're going to look back on it, and you're going to say, you know what? I remember when I made that first step, and I said I don't want to do this no more, and I haven't used ever since. But I remember the internal cravings that I was having in order to not use, but I stuck with it, and now they gone. That's what you gonna be thinking. God is good. God is good. Learn to love yourself. Then you can love others. But for right now, you more important than anybody. Real, for real. You as an individual. You look in that mirror. When you look in the mirror, you are the most important person. I ain't saying the most important person because you got to go to meetings just to keep showing up. I'm talking about you the most important person because you're trying to change your life. You are. And actually, if you're doing it today, you are changing your life. You are doing something now. Don't think what you did yesterday is not going to benefit today. Long as you didn't pick up, you learn a bunch of lessons within that day. Today, I've been clean 16 years, and I'm still learning lessons. Every day something new, something different come up, and I'm learning. And that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. You gotta assess every day whenever you get a chance to. I'm Will. I'm a recovering addict. Look in the mirror and tell yourself you love yourself. I mean, really do that until you actually start really loving yourself. Remember, you come first before anybody. Damn all that. Because if you don't come first, far as your recovery, nothing else is gonna happen. It's you. You the one gotta do it. You gotta figure this out. My name Will. Stay tuned for the next video. I want you to like and subscribe. Share the video to those who need it. Share the video to those who want it. Share the video. It's an urgent message. So everyone be blessed. God is good. Peace.